The best determinant that you've selected the right content platform is that you use it. That's it. Is that you use it, family. The second best is that they are rolling out relevant features at no extra cost that enhance your workflow, eliminate other utilities, and allow you to get to done sooner. StreamYard is one of the OG creator platforms and a go-to resource for many. They stumbled a bit during their ownership transition, but since getting into a groove mid-2025, they've rolled out 50 plus enhancements, AI clips, better integration with YouTube monetization, AI backgrounds. They've got this teleprompter feature, increased their character notes to 10,000. You can do webcam filters, @mentions in the private chat, welcome cards for guests, custom ticker settings, banner timers. It's absolutely bananas how much they've rolled out, and that's just to name a few. In this video, we're looking at 10 of the latest features and the ability to give us, and the ability they give us, those features give us as creators to frame our content as premium. Premium is seamless. Yeah, premium is quick turnaround. Premium has no higher level above it. Premium is where you want your content to be. And a platform that you're using to create content that enables you to present it and frame it as premium is desirable. And so that's one of my largest litmus tests, whether or not a platform is viable, is whether it gives the creator the opportunity to set their content up in the best light. So we're going to take a look at some of these features today with that lens, Now, as we dive in, there was a couple of things that I could not actually do in the video recording. I couldn't actually showcase those, but I was able to pre-record them. And one of them is just showcasing comments, the comments overlay on screen when you're live. So I've pre-recorded this, and you can see that now you have the ability to do small, medium, tall. You have the ability to do regular, wide. You can adjust those comments in the overlay that's on screen. And you can actually see just with the overlay and everything that I have set up right there, that looks pretty good. And so if that's not something that you're using, or maybe you saw it and you didn't like it when they first rolled it out, and now they've given you all this granular functionality, that's something to check out. Another thing that I noticed is that when you finish your recording or your live stream, it immediately comes up with this "that's a wrap" screen, and you can click on that and which brings you into the video library, and you can go into that library and take a look at all the different things that they've got going on in there, that you can actually even start to create AI clips. And they've drastically improved that AI clips feature. In fact, it is, they say, 3 times faster than it was before. But the main thing that they've done to the AI clips, and this is now me on the screen now, is they've made the AI clips the traditional portrait 9:16. So you remember we had that bar on the top and the bottom? Not so anymore. You can actually see what these clips look like. You can actually see what the wording looks like in terms of the captions on screen as well. So definitely something to think about there. Is like, wow, they've really redone this. And you can actually utilize this right out of the box. Again, it enables you to have it almost is like having these tools gives you the ability to have an entire team, which is super dope. Next thing I want to kind of take a look at, or kind of walk you through, is some of the things that they've done to the dashboard. Hopefully this will be quick. Right away on the dashboard, if you click on live stream, and let's say I'm just going to select YouTube, you'll immediately see from the, let's go, yeah, here we go. Here we'll put the plus sign. We're going to select YouTube here, and you'll immediately see that you have this orientation option, and it will default to landscape plus or portrait, but you can select whether you want it to be one or the other. And so you can decide that there. That's a pretty cool feature. Additionally, inside of this setup screen, you have the ability to select categories now for your YouTube videos, and you have the like it says, YouTube Live ads. You can, if you're monetized on YouTube, you can now select from StreamYard whether it's conservative, balanced, or aggressive for your ad structure. And again, this just saves you time. And again, this is that premium feel that allows you to feel like you have an entire team behind what you're doing. So that's one. You also have on the dashboard system status, right? We have system status here. We have the AI clips, and it'll kind of tell you when they're done. And you have storage, which is pretty good. We have this whole set of buttons here that has kind of been broken out for your light, dark mode, and auto mode, which is a great feature. I love dark mode. I'm so glad that they've given that to us natively finally. Then lastly, you have the bell, which brings you over to your news, any updates. If you're wondering what's the latest news from StreamYard, click on that bell and it's going to bring you to this page. Incidentally, I brought it to this particular item on the page because StreamYard is touting that they are now able to deliver super high quality video, which was one of my major gripes with them before. I just did not like how my video looked from StreamYard when I looked at it on the recording that I was recording local to my computer. So this is a major feature. I went live a couple of times, haven't necessarily been able to test it fully, but it is definitely something that I am looking into and considering, because if they have fixed that, that could be huge. I want to pause here real quick and kind of talk about that whole concept of premium. I want to share with you the museum frame rule, right? The principle of perceived value, the principle of perceived value. And this is going to be kind of a new thing for some of my videos. I always want to deposit something really unique and specific for you. And so here it is. A painting on a napkin looks like trash. It looks like it should be balled up and thrown away. It doesn't matter the dynamics. A painting on a napkin looks like trash, but the same painting in a gold frame can look like a masterpiece. So here's my question. Does your digital packaging tell the client that you are premium or that you are an alternative? Okay, let me say it again. Does your packaging say to your audience, say to your target audience, say to your avatar, your potential client, that you are a premium investment or that you are a discount alternative? Right? Your content is the art, but your branding is the frame, right? The branding is the frame. Your website and your graphics tell the audience how much you value your own work. If you frame your expertise cheaply, the market will price it cheaply. You teach the world how to treat you by how you package yourself. I gotta say that one more time. You teach the world how to treat you by how you package yourself. They say the phrase, content is king, but presentation, AKA packaging, is the crown. Frame it like art. Frame it like art. And again, I want to give you this as a perspective as we go through the rest of these features. Is this platform, are these functions and features enabling you to frame your value as premium? Okay. One of the other features that they have here inside the studio, right now we're moving into the studio off of the desktop, outside of the library. Inside the studio, you have the ability to do AI background. So I went in here, went down to background. You see background here. And then I was going to click on more, but I realized that no, it's actually right here. You can create a background. So you create that, you can type in anything, right? Frustrated YouTuber in their studio. Now, I didn't even type that correctly, but I'm still going to let StreamYard's AI, I don't know if that's what they call it, but I'm going to let it generate a background for me. And it takes a second or two, hopefully not too long, because I want to showcase the teleprompter feature and some other things. But Boom. Yeah. Look, I mean, there's a frustrated YouTuber. There you go. That looks believable. I could use this as a background as I maybe put myself in a circle there somewhere just to illustrate a point. Again, definitely helping me to frame what I'm sharing as premium. That's a really dope feature that they've shared there. And I could think of some other ways to utilize that. Let me know in the comments if that's something you would want to see a full video on. The notes feature here, right? They've increased this thing to like, I don't know, 10,000 characters. That's absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to copy some of that script that I just shared with you into this notes app. Boom, there it is. You have it. I've got it right here. Your content is now. I put this on screen. Now you can see what that looks like. I can press play on it here. I can change the timing of it. You know, if I feel like it's too slow, I can decrease the font or increase the font. And then you just kind of read it as naturally as you can. But that feature is pretty clutch. And I understand the pairing of being able to have 10,000 characters and this teleprompter together, because you may want to put in a 20-minute script, and that's a lot of characters. So increasing this to 10,000 really is going to enable folks to really utilize it. And if you have a laptop and you have this on there, that could really be clutch to be able to maintain eye contact, but also be able to have your notes. I'm telling you, when I got my teleprompter, it was a game changer. Another thing that I want to showcase here is webcam filters. So if I go to camera, go to settings, I should say, and then go to visual effects, you have some of the virtual backgrounds that they've built in here. But if you scroll a little further, you'll see color filters. And so I could go to cool, I can go to warm, I can go to bright, I can go to, I think cinematic was one. But I'm going to just leave it as original because I don't know. I find that it gets a little glitchy whenever I use one of these filters. But I do like that they have these. These are just built-in filters. But if you scroll even further, you also have the ability to do some color adjustments. Brightness, contrast, saturation, temperature, tint, exposure, highlights, shadows, vibrance, and sharpness. They are all there. And if you mess it all up, you have the reset button right there as well, which is pretty cool. Another thing that I thought was really dope is that if I want to bring an invited guest, you have this new welcome page for a guest. So if I copy this link and just open up an incognito browser here, let's do that real quick and drop that link in here. Accept the cookies. You got to do that anywhere you go. Now look at that. It even has the name of my show, Faith Branding and Live Video, hosted by @KirkR.Nugent. Hey, welcome. You're invited to participate in Kirk Nugent's live stream, Faith Branding and Live Video. Super dope. And so I can click continue to enter the studio. I'm not going to do that, but I wanted you to see what this page looks like. Tell me that doesn't scream premium, right? Tell me that doesn't absolutely capture your attention. And you're just like, whoa, 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 this guy's official, right? And I think that's a really dope function and feature that they've added. Again, trying to elevate your brand, elevate the experience of what it's like to interact with you. The other two are here inside the banners section. And then I think we're going to be able to kind of close it out for today. The ability to set the timer. So if I hit the pencil on this, I can set a timer. I can actually change how long this banner is going to be on screen, which is really cool. And other platforms have this, so I'm glad that they did that. That's really cool. Now, if I have a ticker, here's a ticker, right? So if I edit this ticker, I can actually decide its position, if it's at the top or bottom. Those are the only two options. And you can decide its speed, slow, normal, or fast. And so sometimes you want it to move a little faster. Sometimes you want it to move a little slower. Giving people this kind of granular functionality gives them back control of their production, gives them back control of what they're doing utilizing the platform. It's yours. You got to make it yours. That's what it's all about. I really think that, StreamYard has done a bang up job with rolling out these functions and features. If you are new to this, if you're new to this platform, you're trying to get into this space, wanting to learn live video strategy, I definitely want to challenge you to check it out, to go through and hit up that link that's on the screen right now. And if you already are on StreamYard and you're just kind of like, man, I'm not really 100% sure how to use this. Where does this fit into my workflow? I'm so used to doing it a specific way. I'm going to tell you live video strategy is the way for you. And if you scan this QR code that's on the screen right now, you'll be able to take my free 90-minute no video editing required challenge where we break down live video strategy. You will leave that session with a workflow. You'll leave that session with a video that you can post. You'll leave that session understanding the power of live video and platforms like these. So that's it for me, family. I want to say this, Faith, Branding, and Live Video is a series here on the channel that we do. You can check out more episodes in this playlist right here. We want to inspire you. We want to encourage you. We want to encourage your faith, but also make sure that you're using good branding principles as you leverage video naturally with the power of live video. No editing required. Grace and peace.